Welcome, everybody. Week 2, day 1 of Incredible Science Camp. I hope you are all doing great. Let us see who is in the house today. We have Naftali and Incredible Science, and Penny and Ellie. And I got your picture of the density tubes. You are in the contest, in the raffle. Meyer and the Hiller family. Yaakov, what's up? Good to see you. Moshe and Sarah, Shore family, Effie. Hi, Layla and Yosef Waxluck, Eitan and Tilly. Tilly, did you get your putty? Tilly won a prize last week, as did a couple of other people. We will be giving away things this week as well. Let's get straight to box number 2. We have some incredible experiments to do today, some that you're going to do with me at home, and some that I will show you that I have sitting right there. You see the edge of it. You see the edge of it right there. Hang on just 1 second. Yeah, what's up? You guys have a question, comment, anything to say? Go ahead. Yeah, Meyer.
In the box.
Oh, you will see, but that's not necessarily for today. Some things are actually meant for a different week, but I just put it in that box because I didn't have room in another box, so I had already sealed the other boxes. So hold on to those Mike and Ikes. All right. Yeah.
I never got my prize yet.
Who's speaking?
Yosef Waxluck.
Yosef, your prize is not here. It was shipped out. It just takes time with UPS, especially over the weekend. So you will definitely be getting it this week. And you'll come on here and you'll show us all how you blow the fog rings when you do. Deal? Deal. Great. Okay. Now let's get to what we need from the box. Now, what we need from the box today is this right here. It's in the bag. This is Incredible Science Camp for those joining us for the first live show and you're not sure what this is. This is Incredible Science Camp. You guys are all signed up. Somebody who really loves you signed you up for this camp because you get a ton of experiments in the box. And this is week 2. Week 2, we have a ton of experiments to do. The first one, well, the first few that we're going to do today is the dynamo torch. So get this out. This is really cool. And this is a light that we're going to use, well, magnets and generated power. I'm going to show you how to put it together. Then, I mean, last week we had so many things. We didn't even have enough time to put everything together. That's just how many things you guys had. Now it's good. Now it's good. Okay, yeah, the battery popped out. Now let me get the battery pack on me because I'm going to be moving around in a little bit. Now, after that, you need your 2 test tubes right here. It says, some of you might have a different version of the test tube, and that's fine. That just means, again, it's in box 3 versus box 2. But whenever you do open it up, I'm going to show you what we have. So for those that have this in box 2, it's the tube that says the first try. Do you guys have this one? The first try. Okay, good. And then the second one, on one side it says Mars sand, and on the other it says magic test tube. Perfect. Okay, great. All right, so let me show you what we're going to do first. We're actually going to start off with the Mars sand, the magic test tube. This is a cool one. I have a couple of bigger experiments with this to show you. Now, this is the first time that I am trying this one as well, this version of it. So we're going to figure this out together. What is... I pressed the button, and now I can't see what you're seeing. You guys could see me, though, right? Okay. Nope. 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 I'm just playing around with these settings here. Can I zoom with this? No. I pressed something, and I'm not sure what. Let's see. I'm just randomly pressing things. I don't even know what I'm doing. Picture in picture. But we're still good, right? Okay. So open up your Mars test tube, the test tube right here. And in it, you're going to have 2 different things. One is going to be the magic sand test little packet there. It says magic sand, and the other is going to say cross-linked polyacrylate copolymer. That's a mouthful. All right, now in it, there's also instructions. There's also a piece of paper. So wait a guy where it says magic or science. That's what you need for this one. The magic or science paper. All right. Whoops, I ripped mine. Now, for the first one, we're just going to take our test tube and we're just going to add just a little bit of water to it. So I'm going to take this water over here. I'd say about, what did it tell us? A third, a half, about halfway full. Okay. A little more. It doesn't, you don't have to be exact. Then take your magic sand right here. And I'm going to try to rip it open. It would help if it had like a little notch in here or a little scissor. I'm still trying to figure out. You see me, right? You don't see the overhead. You see me? Okay. So I'm just going to use the scissor to cut it open. There's no notch on this, but okay. Now, mine is blue. I'm not sure. You may have different colors of your magic sand. When I pour it in, look at it. Look what happened to mine. It just created, right? Isn't it weird what happens? Look at it. Yeah, you also have blue. Are they all blue? I have blue. Now, yeah, it looks like it just stopped, right? It made like a little mountain. You could try pushing it down with your hand even. Push it down with your hand, and you'll see it stays like this little clump. Now, here's the cool part. Ready? Let me get one of these cups right here. I'm going to spill out the water. And watch what happens. You may have seen these before. When I spill out the water, and you'll see the sand, it spills out just like powdery sand. Now, what's really cool about it, if you put your finger down, your finger will stay dry. Well, you need a little layer on top of it. So you have to like sort of sprinkle it really gently. Here, let's put some in the cap. Look, and if I get the water back out, pour the water back in the test tube, your sand is just regular sand. What's interesting is, look at that little hole over there. See, we're gonna take this little pipette that it came with, take a little bit of water, and just make a little drip, 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 drip the water in there. Look at that. See, because the sand has a special coating on it. Let's focus here. It's a waterproof coating. So the sand is a polymer now. So that water will not mix with the sand because it has a waterproof coating over it. Now, I actually made this sand. I'm going to teach you how to make this. If you want more than just this small little amount here, I'm going to show you how to make it. And you really just need one certain ingredient, and you could buy this at hardware stores. I'm going to show you what I did. It's a certain spray. And this spray is called Scotchgard. Have you guys ever heard of Scotchgard? I'm sure your mother might have heard of it. And if you spray Scotchgard, it's meant for clothing, I guess, to keep stains away. Well, it does a very good job. Imagine if I spray my shirt with Scotchgard and then I spill something on it, it'll just run right off. You ever have like those vinyl jackets, right? If you spill something, like it's made for the rain and the rain just runs right off of it. So it works the same way with this material, with this spray. When you spray it on shoes or pants or shirts, the water will just run right off of it because it makes it waterproof. Let me show you how to make your own. All you need is some sand and this spray called Scotchgard. Here, watch. Let's see how to make your own. Let's see if I can find it. Why can't I ever find my own videos? No. waterproof sand. Here it is. Watch. No sound, right? Do you have sound? You do have sound? Okay. For this, me and my hats. Okay, so here. Take some sand. Hi, Yaakov. Give it another spray, wait about another 5 to 10 minutes, shake it up again, and spray it again. Do this about 5 times. And once it's dry, squeeze the sand to make sure it's nice and smooth. And congratulations, you just made waterproof sand. The polymer in the water repellent spray coats each particle of sand with waterproof properties. Play with it. Even dip your finger through the top and the sand will give it a protective shield and your finger won't get wet. And remember, you don't need to use Scotchgard specifically. You can use any water repellent spray. So have fun making your waterproof sand and check out some of the fun we had with it. Notice how the only part of my hand that's going to be wet with just a few drops on it are the parts that the sand did not cover. The rest of my hand is completely dry. Spiral. So if you want more than just your little amount, did you know that this same type of polymer is used in oil spills in the ocean? It helps clean up the oil by absorbing it. They pour this type of sand over the oil in the ocean, and it sticks to the oil, but doesn't stick to the water. And they either clump it out, take it out easily, because the oil is stuck to the sand, or it just sinks to the bottom harmlessly. Pretty neat. Now Now that is how you make your own. There we are. You make your own sand. You can make a lot of it, and it's waterproof. You can literally dunk your hand underneath and scoop some up. Well, we're going to do something else cool with this kit that you have. Now we're going to move on to making our dynamo torch. You're going to see why it's called dynamo torch. Oh, by the way, you also need this from your box. This will be a challenge for you tonight. This red thing right here. It's in box 2. It's in your white box. It's small, so it may have gotten lost. It may have gotten lost, or maybe in box 3. Did I put it in box 3 possibly? Might be in box 3 if you don't have it. Okay, we could get back to it. All right. Look inside, empty it. You're looking. Found it? Air. Okay, so we'll see. Maybe it's in box. I'll probably put it in box 3 for you guys. All right, so you added your magic sand. We got our water now. Disappearing ice cube. Now, this right here on number 2 for this experiment, we're going to add the water to half full. So again, new experiment using the same kit. We are going to add halfway full with water. Then take your cross-linked, well, they call it ice cube, polyalkylate copolymer, right? We're going to add 2 pieces of it, just 2 pieces. Wait, we don't want to do that just yet. I'll tell you why. Okay, we're not going to do this one yet. I want to show you why. We're going to take these little balls, take the yellow and blue balls that it came with. We're going to add it all the way in. Watch. Okay, you're going to do this one overnight, the copolymer one. So pour your beads in, and you're going to see something interesting. You could take your tube out. Mine still has some sand. We're going to shake it. And you're going to see some of them go to the bottom, and some of them stay on top. Now, you could try this later, but I take a little salt, and I add the salt to here. Watch what's going to happen to the bottom beads. Watch what's going to happen as I continue to shake it and continue to add more salt. Wait, it's trying. Look at the bottom beads. They're sort of suspended. Do you see that? I'll come closer. They're sort of suspended in midair. I'll keep adding salt. You see them all floating? And if you keep adding salt to it, all the beads eventually will make their way to the top. Isn't that interesting? And you know why that is? Because remember, just like the experiment that you guys tried to do, there's one little stubborn one that is there, but I guarantee you if you keep adding salt to the water, they will all float to the top. There we go. Oh, there's still one down there. It's amazing. That one's really holding on tight. I think it might just be stuck. Oh, it's stuck to the sand. You see all of them float to the top. And why is that? Even if I shake it up. Well, now that I shake it up, they're all going to come to the top. It's not stuck to the sand anymore. Isn't that cool? Actually, we have like a sand tornado. If you add salt to it, you're going to see if you add salt, they're all going to float. It's a good challenge. Ask your parents, how do I get all the beads to float to the top? Now, the reason that happens when you add salt to the water is just like the density tower from last week. Well, right? Different amounts of salt changes the density of the water, just basically how heavy it is or how much mass it has. So something is denser, it's going to go to the bottom, right? Well, if the beads are lighter than the salt water, it's going to float to the top. So check this out now. Here I have a bottle. This was not in your kit. This was just a demo I want to show you. This is called a density bottle. I want you to watch what happens when I spin it around. When I spin it around and all the beads get mixed up. Come a little closer here. Watch. Watch the beads. Here we go. There we go. Now it takes about a minute, but watch what's happening. Remember, this is all about density. Look what's happening. Do you see it? The white is falling, the blue is rising, and they're going to meet in the middle. Isn't that cool? This is a density bottle. It's all about different densities. Remember, white on top, blue on bottom, right? I'll just keep it here like this for you guys to see it. And they separate now, right? They floated to the top, so you would think the blue is just heavy and the white is light. But now give it a minute and watch what's happening. You see all that stuff in the... Oh, there goes the white one. Think there's some salt water in here. Well, actually, there isn't because I filled it up, but you would think that there is. There's actually alcohol, rubbing alcohol, water, and 2 different weighted beads. So look, here they come. The white beads are a little heavier than the rubbing alcohol. And the blue beads, I think the rubbing alcohol is on bottom. The blue beads are a little lighter than the rubbing alcohol, and the white beads are a little heavier than the water. So that's why the white's going to sink, but the blue is going to stop it from sinking. And the blue wants to rise up, but then it hits the water on top, and it's heavier than the water, but it's lighter than the rubbing alcohol. Here it comes. I challenge you to find 2 different items you could put in water that could do the same thing. It's hard to find beads that are a different density than each other, but actually the beads in this kit that you have are exactly that. Some are lighter, some are lighter than others. Now you could do the same thing, I think. I wonder if you put half rubbing alcohol, you could experiment with it. Half rubbing alcohol, half water, and put the beads in. It might do the same thing that this bottle did. Yaakov Weiss has a question. What's up, Yaakov? Go ahead. Go ahead. Your hand was...
You're really quiet.
What was that?
I can't hear you. Wait. Oh,
you got to raise... Yeah, you got to raise your speakers up. You got to raise your speakers. All right. Anyone have a question or anything to say? Nice, Yaakov. I see yours are floating in the middle there. Effie, you have something to say? All right. Yeah, no. Naftali, go ahead.
what's the caps for what's the cap and the rocket thing?
The rocket?
Yeah.
What rocket?
With the cap.
Oh, you're gonna see in a second. All right. The rocket, well, not everything is for today. Don't forget, we have a whole week. The cap, oh, you mean the cap rockets that are in box 1 is for a different day. Let me show you now how to make your own dynamo torch. So everybody get your bag open. We're gonna make this. Let me show you what this does. It's basically a hand crank light. So look, there are no batteries in here, yet when I turn it, it's gonna light up without any batteries. Let's see how bright it gets with the lights off. And this is not using any batteries, and that's what's so cool about it. I'll have lights behind me. It really, it's the actual light that we're generating. Let me turn this other light off. Ooh, we got the cool lights behind us now. All right. All right, let's see. Let's build it like this in the dark. That doesn't make any sense to build something in the dark. But just for now, we'll actually turn the light on so you guys can see. And then we'll shut the light off because our torch is going to be exactly that, a dynamo torch light. All right, careful with the screws because there are a lot of small screws there. All right, and I'm going to show you how to build it. Okay. So let's make sure you guys can see everything here. And you're going to end up with this as a result. Let's empty out all our pieces. Move everything to the side so we have room. We're done with Now, in the magic test tube, there's another experiment for you to do tonight. Basically, you're going to fill it up halfway with water and take some of this cross-linked polymers, 2 of them, and put it inside and read what it says. It's going to disappear. You'll see it. It's pretty cool. All right, so that's another experiment with this tube. If you want to add the salt to it after to see how it all floats, then go ahead and do that before your polymers, and then we're going to get to our next experiment. All right, let's move our sand out of the way. Our floating sand. Waterproof sand, not floating sand. Okay, this is really simple to make, and I want you guys to watch me. And don't worry, you don't need batteries for this. You do need a screwdriver. If you don't have a screwdriver, don't worry. You could always do it later or grab one now. Or you could just rewatch it later, and you'll see how to build it. A Phillips screwdriver, the ones with the four pieces, a Phillips, right? With the 4 heads. It doesn't have to be like super mini, tiny, but Phillips screwdriver, yep. Okay, so let us see where we are going to put everything. Right, perfect. Okay, empty out all your pieces. Don't lose any of the screws. All right, very simple to build if you follow the instructions. So this we're going to keep here on the side. Our plastic we're going to keep there. Flip over both gray pieces. And you can use this video as a reference for later if you want to build it. Our motor cover, our bulb right here, our hand crank, and here are our small pieces in the bag. You definitely don't want to lose it. Don't lose any of the pieces. You get a few extra screws, but that's it otherwise. Okay, now you have the instructions here, and I'm going to teach you about how this motor works, even though it doesn't have a battery with it. So that actually makes it pretty cool. All right, take your bulb. First step, take your bulb, has the little red on top, okay? And take the piece take the gray piece that just has the round circle in the middle, okay? Just like that. Got it? Everybody has it? Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna place your bulb right over, sorry, wrong, had the wrong side. Take the one with the semicircle. Yeah, the gray piece with the semicircle. Place the bulb just over here. There are 2 little holes. It should look like this, with the bulb coming out the other side like that. Okay? Just like that. Again, on here, just like that. Good? Got it? Great. Now take your other gray piece and look for the little metal stick. Looks like that. Little metal stick. I'm going to stick it in that hole. See if I can zoom in further. Put the little metal stick in that hole in the middle, right there. And just push it down on the table or somewhere a little bit just to make sure it's in really good. All right, let's push it down. Whoops, fell out as I put it in. Okay, it's okay. All right, now we're going to put 2 gears in here. Our first gear, we are going to place on top of our metal stick, just like that. See? And hold on. Let me show you something. Where are we? Let me just see if I could show that to you. All right, can you guys still see me? You guys see me or you see the screen? You see me? I mean, you see the table the whole time? Hold on. Now, do you still see the table? Or did you see me switch? Did you see me switch back to the other screen? No, I was trying to share it with you. Okay. How do I do that? Okay. Well, we'll just move on. Now, after you have your gear on here, I want you to take your second gear, this one right here. See this piece right here? And stick it in to this little piece. See this little piece right here? This gray piece with like the little, looks like an X. Stick this gear into that gear. So you have like a little spinning top, just like that. See that? All right, now when you have this piece, I want you to take your, see right here, that gear right there, that one right there, and we are going to place it in here. Hold on, sorry guys, we're gonna take, that's why it didn't stick. Okay, let's rewind a second. Take your metal piece, the one that didn't stay in. Remember I told you have to stay in? Take the metal piece and put it under your two wires. That's where it goes. In that hole, under the two wires. Push it, there you go. Then push it down on the table and you're gonna feel it go in. Okay, so the metal piece, take it out of the other gray, put it in this gray piece, under the wires, it should look like this. And then take your gear and place it on top of that metal stick, but make sure the gear is pointing out. Meaning that little piece is on top. Okay? Good. Then take your second gear that we just built. I'll show you again. The second gear with that piece, right? That goes through here. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Now here's the tricky part. Well, not tricky, but you need a little bit of place to put. Need a little place to put your screws. Here, hang on. Okay. Now, here's what you do next. Take your casing with the one gear and the wires, right? Now there's going to be a little hole on the bottom, little hole underneath the wires. Stick both wires through that little hole. If you need to remove the gear, you could, and then put it back, if that makes it easier for you. Pull it through the bottom. Pull it through the bottom. There we go. Now we have our piece with the wires coming out the other side. See? Other side of that small hole on the bottom. Now we're going to get our two pieces together. So we want to put one on top of each other, just like that, like a sandwich. They should fit in perfectly together. And we're going to have 4 screws, 1 on each corner. Take the small screws, 2. Most of them are small, 3 and 4. And we're just going to screw each side in. So you'll have 4 corners of screws. Again, you could do this later, guys, but I just want to show you how to do it so you'll know how to build it very simply. And you could just rewind these instructions so you'll know exactly how to do it. And we are almost done. Just a couple of smaller steps left to go. And the first one includes having our handle. So once we screwed it on, we screwed on both pieces. You should have it looking like this. Okay? Now we put our handle, our our crank hand. So you're going to take your crank hand, and you're going to put it on like this. Do you guys see that? Come closer. Take this end, the thicker end, the end with like the, here, look. Not the thin piece coming out, the thick piece coming out. Place it on there. Put one little screw through the middle. And we're going to screw it in. Your hand crank is almost done. Keep going, keep going, keep going until it's tight. Well, you don't want it to be too tight because we want to be able to turn it. Right? Okay, hold on. Let's make sure our gears move. So when you look through it, you'll see the gears are turning as you turn the hand crank. Right? Let's see, I wonder why. Okay. Take the second little piece for the handle for your hand crank, right? Put it on there, put a screw, let a screw fall through the middle. I'll just make sure it actually goes in the middle. I like those magnetic screwdrivers. They make everything much easier. Screw it in until it's on and good. And now you're about to have your handle. Just keep going, keep screwing it down. Okay. Whoops, that did not work. What happened to, how come this didn't stay in? Well, it was too loose, I guess. Yep, did do it the same way. Let's try that again. Put this piece on, and this is the completed one I did. Yep, should work the same way. Okay, I'm gonna put the screw in, drop it in. Oh, I already had the screw on there, the magnetic screw. Raise your hand if you're up to the spot where I'm up to. Nice, okay, great. So you should have your working, there we go. Okay, now we're good. Okay, next, should I give you guys a second? You basically want to take the plastic, the rubber pieces off each wire and make sure each, look, you're going to see each wire is now, it's like frayed. There are lots of like loose ends. So just squeeze each one and twirl it together so it's nice and tight. Just take each wire separately. First the black or first the red and then the black. Don't put them don't put the black and red together. You just want to twirl the black together and twirl the red together so that it's one nice tight wire, not like flying away. All right, now comes the tricky part a little bit. The motor. Take the motor. And there are two little gold circuits here. Two little gold points, circuit points. Over here, one over here, one over here. Connection points, sorry. Just take one of the red, thread it through. Not one of the red, take one of the wires. I took the red one first. It doesn't matter which side is which. Thread it through. And then bend it over and just twist it on so that it's on and connected. Okay, put it through the hole and just keep twirling it, twisting it so that it's connected. Okay? Do the same with the black. And if you can't get it right now, don't worry. You have the rest of the night to follow my instructions and do it and get it working. You could do this even tomorrow, the day after. You could go back to these instructions and follow. I have something really simple for you to do tonight. All you need is paper towels and some water and coloring. My motor is connected. I'm going to place my motor with the gear part in here. So again, the motor with the gear, the white goes in the hole. I'm going to get my motor cover. Push the gold pieces in so the wires are nice and fold it in a little bit. Put the wire cover on, the motor cover on. Should go down nicely like that. Get a couple more screws to screw the motor cover on. Don't worry, guys. Our next experiment is just mixing some ingredients. It's much simpler, but here you actually get to build your own hand generator. You're going to be generating light. And we are done. Once you have this part, you're finished. You are completely done building your motor. And now we test it. To test it, just crank it, turn it. Doesn't work that way, but what about the, oh, there we go. It's not going to work that way, but go this way. I'll give you guys a minute to complete it. And I'm going to show you some cool things you could do with it. Now, this is called a torch light for a reason. First, it comes with the cover to put on top of it, that plastic little bulb. But I'll show you something else that's cool. When you do build your torch light, take the plastic cover off. This is the plastic cover that it comes with. Take that off. And I want to show you something else that you're going to do with it. Hey, guys. All right. Now, here's what you do. Take this off. It's called a torch light. Take a bottle, any bottle, because this is meant to be able to screw into any soda bottle. For example, here, let me take this seltzer bottle that I'm middle drinking. Take the cap off. Yep, take the cap off. Yep, that'll work. Flip it upside down, put the light in, and twist it. Twist it in. You'll see why it's called a torch light. And now, we now have a torch. Let me show you. When I twirl it, it's going to light up the bottle and light up the drink inside as well by reflecting. Whoops, my hand. Now you see why it's called a torch light. See? Just by spinning it, I'm able to generate light from it. You can go back and watch the instructions afterwards, guys. But don't worry, because I am here also. If you're stuck on any part, you can send me a WhatsApp message specifically where you're stuck, and I will show you what to do. Usher, you have a question? I see a hand raised. Usher, you have a question? You have to unmute yourself if you want to speak. You have to unmute yourself if you want to speak. Nope, you're still muted. You're still muted somehow. Did you sure you unmuted yourself? Oh, there you are. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
No, you wanted to know if a little bit, please.
If what?
A little, please.
I would have slowed down, but we finished already. But if you're stuck at any specific point, where are you up to?
This piece.
The motor?
Yeah.
Okay, so the motor has two little gold parts on it. You want to flip those up. You're pretty much finished. Flip the gold parts up, and you want to connect one red to one side and one black to the other side. So you're just going to twirl the wire. Yeah, put the wire in, and then just like twist it on, like a twisty. Like, you know, like those breads with those twisty ties. So you're going to thread it through and just twist it around one, put the black, twist it around the other. And then you'll put the gear into that hole. But you guys don't have to finish it now. Yaakov, careful with that knife. We need to get you a screwdriver. You guys could always go back into the video and see the instructions. And the cool part about the replay is you could put it on slower speed and watch it in slower speed. I'm still trying to figure out my YouTube replays. The quality is terrible on the replays. I'm filming live now on YouTube. Guys, thumbs up on YouTube if it's clear. The Zoom code, you have to register for the camp, IncredibleScienceCamp.com. This is just a preview day for the Incredible Science Camp. This is IncredibleScienceCamp.com. You get all the equipment in the box if you want to sign up. We just started last week, but there's still room for a few more. IncredibleScienceCamp.com. Sign up now. Give me a thumbs up. Type in the comments if the YouTube is clear, because the replays are not clear somehow. I'm not sure what's up with YouTube and their compression rate. Okay. We're going to move on for now. But again, don't worry. If you're stuck somewhere, you can always just watch the replay again and again. For this, let me show you this experiment. It's called traveling waters or walking waters. Basically, you're going to have just 7 cups. All you need is water and food coloring. I actually made it right there on that table. I'm going to show you. As I play the video, I'm going to show you a real live version of it. But basically, it's taking 7 cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 cups, 3 colors, and making 7 colors. 7 colors from 3 colors. Watch. It's actually really cool. And not just that. But it makes the paper tie-dye. Let me show you. And this is really easy to do. Nothing to build. Watch here. Again, don't mind my cap, guys. I don't know. I was looking for a cap to wear.
Hey guys,
That's what I
I'm
came.
gonna show
Look
you
at
a
that.
really
Look
cool
at all those
coloring
colors.
experiment.
Those colors were
All you
created
need is
from
7
just
cups of
3
water,
colors.
Food coloring, 3 colors, blue, yellow, and red, and some paper towels. Let me show you how to fold the paper towels for this experiment. Take your paper towel, fold it in half, press it down tightly, and then fold it in half again.
So you're going to take a paper towel, fold it in half,
Fold it in half,
and then fold it in
sway
half
lengthwise.
again.
And press it down. Make sure it's good and tight. And cut a little bit off the end. You should have something that looks like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fill every other cup up with about a half a cup of water. Then you're going to add the food coloring to it. And all you need to do is add your paper towels. Watch what happens.
Oh man, guys, hold on, my camera just fell off. You're on the overhead camera now. My camera just fell off of its tripod. Hang on a second.
Hello
guys.
boys and girls, and welcome to Hoopla
Angling
Kids
my
Lab,
camera
making
down.
science super fun
Thankfully,
and
it did
super
not
simple.
crack. Let's
Today we're
see
going
if
to show you how you can make upside down water.
Where are we?
This is a really interesting
Hang
experiment.
on, guys.
And all you're going to need is a ball of string,
Man, I don't know how
some
that
scissors,
came off of
4
its-
cups of water, tape.
Can you hear
and
me?
a tray.
Can you guys hear me?
In this experiment, I'm
I'm
going to
trying to
turn
save-
all of the
I'm trying
cups
to
of water
reattach my
upside
camera.
down without spilling a single drop. And so can you. Let me show you how. The first part of the experiment is to take your tray and turn it upside down. Next, you need to take your ball of string and make 4 equal lengths of string. The lengths don't have to be exactly the same, but do try to make them as close as...
Guys, I'm not sure what happened. My camera fell off of its tripod, and I'm trying to reattach it, the main camera, because I have the whole system set up here, but my camera, maybe it got plugged out. Not sure here what's happening. Trying to reattach it, but so far nothing. So far nothing. I know you can't see me. I'm right here. Can you guys hear me at least? Can you guys hear me? Okay, so you see what I'm trying to do. I mean, you don't see, but you understand what I think I see an unplugged wire here. Let me see if I can figure out where to put it. See, I had this all set up. Oh man, where does this go? Oh wait, maybe underneath, I think. Sorry guys, hang on. Hang on. I don't even know how to use this. I had a professional guy come and set this up. See, the power source is out from the camera, from the one that I want to show you, from the one that I'm trying to show you. Let me see if I could go underneath. Oh, I think I found it. Yep, we're good. Let me just reconnect it. Nope, hold on. Hold on. I don't know how it didn't shatter, how the camera did not shatter. Okay, wow. And we're back. All right, literally the entire camera. I was setting this up as you see. You can see me with the cups? Thumbs up? Yeah. Okay. So I was setting this up and I turned the wrong thing and the whole camera went flying off, smashed on the ground, but somehow you guys can hear me and see me, so it's still working. Okay, now if I could just focus here. There we go. It's trying to focus on my face. All right, so this right here was just done, and you could do this at home tonight. All you need is food coloring and some cups and paper towels. But let me just show you what I did. So to make this, I started off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now look behind me, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and another red. So it's actually 6 colors. But it's cool how we got there because it started off, and I'm going to show you what the paper towels look like. And I started this about 2 o'clock today. It took a few hours to get it going. Now what's also cool, guys, I don't add water to each cup. How did this cup fill up if I did not add water to it? It's pretty cool. Well, how do plants get water? By sucking up water. By sucking up water, right? The capillary effect is called. So you learned something today, capillary effect. That's where it climbs up and it sucks up water. Did you know paper towels are plant-based and it has some cells in it? That's why paper towel, well, cotton in it, but it acts the same way as a plant because when you have a paper towel, ever see you drop a paper towel somewhere with just a little bit of water and it slowly inches its way further and further. Even if it's upward, it'll go up. So this cup did not have water. This cup did not have water, the green one. This purple one did not have water in it either. And you could try it with just 2 cups. You don't need to do 7 cups. Try it with 2 cups. Well, actually, you need 3 cups. Try it with 3 cups tonight, okay? And here's what you do. If you have any type of food coloring, you can do this. Fill up 1 cup here. 3/4 of the way full. Fill up this cup 3/4 of the way full. Leave the middle cup empty, okay? Leave the middle cup empty. Now, let's say you want to create green in the middle. So what we're going to do is, well, what 2 colors make green? Blue and yellow, right? But we're not going to put blue and yellow in the middle. We're going to put blue on the outside. Over there. We'll switch it because there's blue behind it. It'll be easier to see it. And then a yellow on the other side. Now, all you need is 2 paper towels, and you're going to see something really cool happen in a few hours from now. Well, okay. So what you need to do to your 3 cups, I'll move it here so it's a little easier maybe to see so you don't have all this behind you. But what you do is take a paper towel. You're going to need 2 paper towels, 1 and 2. Fold it lengthwise, right? And then fold it again lengthwise this way. And Usher, by the way, I'm happy to stay on. I'm going to stay on afterwards, after the live show. Once I stop the recording, I'm going to stay on here. So if you need help, I could tell you exactly what to do. I just want to get the show moving. But I'm here. If anybody's stuck on any part of the Dynamo Torch or any other experiment, I'll hang out with you guys after the live show is over in about 5-10 minutes. Okay, now, again, for those watching and not part of it, Incredible Science Camp, join and get your boxes. Fold this over. Now, this is going to be too long to just put it over there, so we're going to cut it a little bit. We're just going to cut it to make it shorter. So you have like the letter, an upside down V, okay? Put that in there. That's going to absorb the yellow, and capillary action is going to make it go and drop into there. I'm going to take the second one, do the same thing. I should have started this at the beginning of the show, and then you could have seen by the end, there would have been a little bit of green already in the cup. But I'm going to leave this here for tomorrow. For those of you that don't want to do it, I'll leave the cups behind me, and you'll see that middle cup. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not just going to add green water to it. It's going to do it on its own. And so the blue is going to get sucked up and over into there. The yellow is going to get sucked up over into there from the paper towel. It's going to drag it up and then come back down. And then blue and yellow, obviously, make green. It's going to be cool to watch. It takes time, obviously. It doesn't happen in an instant. It happens over the course of a few hours. But if you leave and come back, you're going to think somebody filled up your cup with green liquid. And you could do it. You could do it with 7, like I did. All I did was red, blue, yellow, red. The rest were empty. Again, red, blue, yellow, red. Those are the colors that I filled up. All right, let's move this to the side. Let's get to our next experiment that is in the kit. Whoa. We have a lot of experiments here today, guys. And let's get to it because we are running out of time. We are getting the kit called the First Try. Move the table back a little bit. All right. Now, First Try, there are a few experiments in here. You have a little spoon. You have all these four little packets here. I'm going to put our tube here. The First Try, where is our instruction booklet for the First Try? The First Try needs, oops, I'm stuck. Where's my microphone? The First Try needs the second try. All right, is this it? Where is my First Try instructions? Where is my first, here it is. Okay, my first chemistry lab, my first try at chemistry. So there are a few experiments in here. So we're gonna, it involves a lot of water. Not a lot, but adding water often for each experiment. Add it about halfway. Take your sodium carbonate and take your plastic spoon. I'm going to cut mine open. You could do this later. Take your plastic spoon, add 2 spoonfuls. 1 sodium carbonate. I think that's baking soda, by the way. And 2. We're going to add that to it. Cover the cap and shake it. I think it means shake this, not me, but I'm going to assume it means this. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, now we're going to pour this into a cup, and we're going to clean our test tube. So we have our solution right now. You have everything you need to do this. We're going to clean our test tube. And I'm going to spill this in here. I have more water in a different container. Okay, next. Add water to half full. And all the instructions are on your paper, guys. On this little paper. Don't think it's garbage. Just a little paper that says my first chemistry lab. Okay, that's in your kit. Okay, now we need calcium chloride. Calcium chloride is this metal packet over here, not metal, like tinfoil metal packet, metal looking packet here. 2 small scoops of calcium chloride to the tube. 1, 2. This is chemistry, guys. You're doing chemistry. Pretty cool. I see you guys are shaking it. Okay. Cover the cap. Let it shake it up and let it dissolve in the water. Okay. Now, we're going to keep it for the following activities. So here we have the calcium carbonate, right? And here we have our second solution. Take your, that little straw thing, the pipette. That was from our other kit, or maybe it's from this kit, supposed to be. We're going to open our little tube here. Take a little 1 milliliter. You're going to see 1 milliliter is right about there of the solution from earlier. And drop it in. You're going to see all these white pieces inside, right? You see all these white pieces? Look at that. Right? When you put it in there, it looks like just snow. Cover the cap and shake it, and you're going to see all these white pieces inside. It looks like a snowstorm inside. Now when I shook it, it looks like it went away, right? It's still there. Now watch what we're going to do. This is going to be cool. This is chemistry. Take citric acid, the citric acid tube. Do you guys see the white pieces? Where's my mouse? Are you guys doing it with me? Here, let's see. Who's doing it? Did you guys do it? Do you see the white pieces inside? Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. Shake it up a little bit. Take citric acid now. Open up the citric acid. Take your spoon. 1 spoon of citric acid. Open up your test tube. Take 1 spoonful of citric acid. And put it into the test tube with all those white pieces. Now watch what happens when we shake it. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to have clear water once again. How is that possible? Where does it go? That is chemistry. Chemistry is like magic. It really is. You're going to have clear water. All the white pieces are just going to somehow magically disappear. Well, it's not disappearing. It's a chemical reaction. And it's breaking it down and turning it into something else. Look at that. All the white pieces are gone. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add 1 spoon of sodium carbonate. That's what's in the cup. 1 spool of sodium carbonate. 1 spoonful of sodium carbonate. It's going to bubble as you do it. A little more. Just 1 spoonful, and 1 spoonful of citric acid in here. And you're going to see it bubbling up as we shake it. Whoa, I spilled my sodium carbonate and it's bubbling everywhere. Let me get my computer. That's why it's good to have that little stand on it. And good thing that it's not too much water. But I am out of solution. But luckily I added it already. A little bit of citric acid. Close the cap. And you're going to see it is a bubbling solution. Just add more if you want to see more of a result. It also has, well, I spilled mine. It also has the lava lamp that we did from last week with the oil and the water and the bubbling act. You'll see that on the bottom. It shows you how to do it. Wow, that was a lot. That was a journey today. That was a lot of experiments. That was a boatload of experiments to do. You guys have your work cut out for you to build the rest of the experiments from today's kit. Now we have the rest of the week to get to the other experiments, guys. Let's see what you guys are doing with the test tubes. Nice. Later, you guys will do the other one, the last one, the rolling raindrops. That's what I did with the Alka-Seltzer tablet, the one that made all. You need a little bit of oil. All right, I'm gonna unmute you guys now. If you want to ask any questions, if you're stuck anywhere, tomorrow we are gonna be doing more experiments. Let me end the recording here. Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. IncredibleScienceCamp.com if you want to join us. If you're not currently joined and you happen to be seeing this somewhere.
I'm missing a piece. There's no.
Which piece are you missing? Hang on a second.
Recording stopped.
See you guys.